Top Cigars. Alexander here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm having a cigar, or the end of a cigar. I can explain why this is so short in a moment, but I had two questions from last week's review that I wanted to address today, so I figured, you know what? I'll turn that into a review. So today is going to be about the different types of cutters that are available, maybe why you might choose one over the other, and also how to go about selecting a cigar at your local cigar shop. So let's go ahead and get into it. Very windy out here today. Man. Okay, so we have straight cut, right? It's regular straight cut. Cuts the full top part off of the cap of the cigar. I used this one, well, I had this one since I was like 24, so I had that one for over 10 years. Benefit to that, I would say you get more draw, right? There's more airways open, so you can get that full, bold intake of the cigar. You know, might be a little bit stronger that way, perhaps, because you're getting more of that dense, bold smoke coming in more rapidly. But yeah, it really comes down to personal preference. That's how I did it for the first 5, 6, 7 years of my cigar hobby career. And then I found that it leaves a little bit too many fillers in my mouth, you know, in your teeth and stuff. I don't want to deal with that. So I went ahead and started trying the V-cut, which you just simply push the cigar in like so, you cut and you get a V, something like that. This is my favorite cut as of late. Reason being, there's less surface area that is cut, which gives you less opportunity to have fillers going into your mouth. Also, I found that the smoke intake is more controlled for me, and that for me at this point, or actually maybe it's just a timing thing, maybe it's just a random thing. Maybe I'll switch back to straight. I don't know, but as of right now, I'm on a V-cut kick, where I really enjoy the V-cuts more than the straight right now. But sometimes a cigar might only allow you to do a straight because maybe it's too small, or maybe, you know, torpedo types. Certain things might dictate what type of cut you have to use. Right. So straight cut, lots of benefits to it, in my opinion. You know, you get a lot of that full, bold draw, a lot of intake. V-cut is my more popular one, my more popular one right now for me. More controlled smoke intake, and also less fillers are available or able to get into my mouth, which I really like. Not to worry about being out in public. There's like cigar fillings in your teeth and all that type of stuff. So for me, that's my preference right now. No real benefit to it, just your own personal preference. And then you have the punch cut. It's like a little razor type circular thing that you just simply gently push on the top of your cigar and you twist and grind down more until it gets to the bottom, and then you lift up and you have a little punch. What I found with that cut is that sometimes the draw won't be prominent enough, won't be full enough, where you struggle to get, you have to struggle to get some of that cigar smoke, which can make you lightheaded and things like that. So not really my favorite, but it's not horrible. Depends on the mood, depends on the day, depends on your personal preference. That's what it comes down to. So yeah, you have those 3 cuts. And honestly, there really is no rhyme or reason as to which one is better. It's just your own personal thought. So I wanted to review those. That was a good question one of my viewers had last week, and I wanted to address it in a full type of review situation here. So yeah, my recommendation is to try them all out. You know, try maybe your favorite cigar, each type of cut, and see which one or which smoke you enjoy more, which one causes you more headaches, which one causes you to put more effort out to get the smoke, and things of that capacity. I just got bit by a mosquito. So yeah, there's really not much more to that part. And as far as what to do at your local cigar shop, now that it's a tough one, right? Because there's so many different things that you really could look for. I don't want to get too detailed here or too meticulous with all the different ways or things that you could potentially look out for, but really it comes down to just your own personal judgment, right? For me, holistically, I go to a cigar shop, I look at the business as a whole. Do they look clean? Do they look organized? Is the staff friendly? Are they knowledgeable? Those are things that I look for, because if they are knowledgeable and the place is organized and it is clean, that means that they likely put a lot of care and attention towards their products throughout their store, which means they probably are a pretty popular local cigar shop. Unless it's the only cigar shop in a 200-mile radius, then you get what you get. But that's kind of how I will initially survey how I'm going to go about buying a cigar. And then once I'm in there, I look, are the humidors secured? Are they locked closed, or are they ones where customers can just open them and close them as they personally please, and no one's really behind them to close it properly or make sure that they are closed? Because if you don't have them closed consistently, say it stays open all day, right? You're under the impression that your humidor is working, but all the while, all those cigars in there haven't been getting the humidity that they need. Therefore, they might start drying out and cracking, which is what happened to me today, which is why I had to cut it down to this short little thing here. So, let me get this relit here. So yeah, those are really the main things that I look for. The humidors are locked, and they require the staff to come over and unlock it for you as you pick out your selections. That's great, because that shows that not only do they have shrink control of their product, people go in there and try and take stuff or whatever, but they also are aware of not having too many open at one time to keep that quality consistent throughout the whole entire store. And when they do things like that, that speaks to me, showing that they care about their product and how much I care about my hobby. So that's how I go about selecting them. And then if you want to go one level deeper, once you're in there, you pick up a cigar, you can kind of look at it, right? You see mold, a bunch of mold on there. I'm not buying that cigar. Okay, so that's a dead giveaway for put that back. Now there's plume, which could have the effects or the subtle look of a mold, but it's not actually mold. It's actually good for the cigar. So there's differences there. There's variances there. I'm not going to get into that one today. That's more of a intermediate expert type of thing to look at. But yeah, if you're seeing tons of green and mold and stuff on top of the cigar and you're unsure, it's best maybe to try something a little bit different until you learn those differences between the mold and the plume and things of that capacity. And then the other obvious, on top of the mold, are there any cracks in it? Right? If you see a crack in it through the cellophane, you see a crack in there, don't buy that. That's a dud. Sorry about that. The wind is pretty rough out here today. So yeah, if you see through the cellophane, or if there's no cellophane, there's a crack in the cigar, yeah, I'm personally not buying that, and I would advise you probably not to buy that either, because all that's going to happen is you get home, cut it, you'll start lighting it, you might get, smoking, you might be able to get 5, 10, 20 puffs in there before the thing unravels and blows up on you, and then that cigar is shot. It's dead. It's a waste of what, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 bucks, who knows what you paid for it. So yeah, you see mold, you see cracks in there, get out and look at a different section. And if it's that way throughout multiple different sections of the cigar shop, you might want to consider another way of securing your cigars. Just saying. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. Those are 2 really good questions, and actually a really good topic for me to review. I have not done that yet, so that's this week's review. It's informative, right? And by the way, I'm actually enjoying or the remainder of a Perdomo 10th anniversary Champagne, Connecticut wrapper here. It's great. It was a great smoke until it just completely unraveled on me for whatever reason. So not too happy about that, but it happens. It's the first time it's happened to me this entire time I've been doing these reviews. So I can't complain. But outside of that, if you have any questions, concerns, any other topics or questions that you have, just drop them in the comment box. Please subscribe to this channel. Again, today was not an actual full cigar review, but we reviewed items. We reviewed the straight cut, we reviewed the V cut, and we reviewed the punch, which is this little thing here. Okay? Great. Well, I appreciate the support. Keep the questions coming. I'll keep on putting out varying types of content and stuff, you know, and this would be one of those end stuff moments. So thanks for the questions. Keep them coming. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and ask any other questions that you have, and I will get back to you when I can. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and enjoy those cigars. Talk to you soon. Alexander signing off.